57 is building the top. Okay, so top, obviously, right there on our project. Okay, now one of the things that when you read this, it says your top will be a summative grade. You will be graded on the following items: alternating annular rings, boards less than 6 inches wide, edge joining, no saw blade marks or burn marks, and finish dimensions on top. Okay, if you look here, I scratched out those dimensions and I put in new dimensions. So your thickness can be 13/16 plus. So if you did a really good job of gluing it together and it's a little bit bigger than 13/16, I'm fine with that. I like a top that's a little bit bigger. Your width is going to be at 16 and your length will be at 18.5. Okay, so those are the measurements that I'm going to go off of for grading. Okay, so make sure, and you guys have done this a few times already, so make sure that, like we said, 6 inches or less, just for the warping factor. One thing that I do want you to look at, though, when we do this, keep knots away from your edges. It's okay if you have a knot that's a decent knot, okay? Make sure that it's not encased and will fall out, all right? But see how this knot right here has got a big crack in it? On this side, this one's got a little crack. This one wouldn't be so bad, but we don't want to put that on the edge, so when we router it, they can chip out. Even if we turned it this way, we're probably going to get into that knot as well, and I just don't like getting or putting knots too close to the edge. I don't like that right there either because it's half a knot and we try to get things to flow better. So, and all three of these were from the same board. So what I ended up doing, I had to get a different board. I try to match it up, you know, when we do our color and our grain. So I found this one here. Looks like it matches up decently. Again, our smiles and frowns, or in this case, frowns and smiles. Again, don't cut it to exact size. If you cut it to exactly 16 by 18.5, when you go to square it up, it's going to be short and you're going to get docked points. So make sure that you guys are smart about that. Okay. Again, you do have to do, go ahead and number them. And for most of you, it's only going to take 3 boards. If you want to go 4, that's fine. I do have a knot in here, like I said, but it's in the middle, okay? A little character, that's fine. Remember, this is going to be one of your pieces that people are going to see a lot of, okay? Then also do your I's and O's. And make sure that your name, I'm just going to put my initials on here. I know who I am. And make sure your hour is on there as well, because when you hand them in to me, I'm going to have a lot of different ones to correct, so I don't want to get yours lost in the shuffle. All right, so you will need 3 clamps for this, 2 on the bottom, 1 over the top. Okay, and you don't have to have the clamp racks when you do this. Just make sure that you do have cardboard underneath it so we don't get glue all over the table.